looking skyward. There's a liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Makes the grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Morgan. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Morgan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here, Knotson. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Oh, better look out! And the Wolverines brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the...
Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. After the break, they'll go back to work. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Plows through the defense. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, but I got to get the football offense. Very lucky to get that football back.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Oh, that might be a little too close for comfort for me. If I'm a play caller, I want to create some space. I want to take a shot and maybe throw the football down the field. But woof, I want my quarterback to know, like, listen, hey, we're really close. We're a bad spot away from 2 points for the other team.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Can't get it out of there. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
He runs out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The give to the tailback. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking for his man in the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in.
It's a running room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going up top again. This time he's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grab behind the line. It's low. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the football on the return. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's the heat. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. The short hands, it's Morgan. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Skips away from pressure. Throws to the tight end. He's open on the right. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. And he's stuck by that big defensive tackle up front.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Going over the top. He's got it along the sideline. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for the big play. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
On the move. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Sticky. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Sticky. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Pressure coming. Got him downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's
touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable... win season of 2008. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, some way.
Sales went into the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cobb. There he goes. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And they swarm him under.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing. You're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen.
29, Oregon, 13.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run the sneak for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. And as he throws, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Got a man. It's low. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rolling right and going deep. And he makes the catch at the 10. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun. He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw. They come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter, with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead, but with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive firing. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by one possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just...
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the
touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
What a big play by this defense. You give up the touchdown. You don't get discouraged. You bow up. Tight coverage on the 2-point conversion. And now, more importantly, you still have the lead late in this football game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The inside handoff.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're going to run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Interesting play call for this offense, man. They got a look they wanted, and they got the green light, and you could tell they were trying to get the touchdown and take the field goal off the table, but now they were aggressive. Now I don't be aggressive. Now on 4th down, man, I'm kicking this field goal, and I'm trying to take the lead.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid purple. Hey, there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. He's taking a deep shot. Pulls it in on the right. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Timeout is called with just a single second left. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The cleats will be tested in this driving rain as he tries to kick to win the game. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Perhaps duck shoes would be appropriate here as he comes out in the rain to try to win the game. And his kick is good despite the rainstorm. A good snap, good hold, and the kick was perfect.